These are the light body readings for the week ahead. I am One Precious Light, creator of OPL Quantum Healing and founder of the Enzo Academy. So today we're looking at a someone that's in the early 40s system. Higher gateways, crown are completely shut down. Third eye somewhat open. Throat is open. Heart is open. Solar plexus is slightly open, and then we're closed sacral through to the earth gateway. I'm being shown a tear in the field and a block in the catheric template for the 7th level of the field. And what's going on here, frequency range here is about 10 kilohertz. What's going on in this energy field is this person is a very advanced being. They are holding the frequencies, the potential for accessing and embodying goddess energies or the divine feminine. Universal Mother's Collective is resonant here. They are strong starseeds and have a galactic lineage. They also have either begun or fully activated the Anthakarana, which is the connection to source, and essentially the rainbow bridge that allows you to connect to true source energy, true light, the true Akash, etc. They are masters of light. Okay, but in this instance, they are resonating at the lower 4D energies with just the heart and the throat open. And the reason this is because of a fear of expansion, a fear of the multidimensional landscape, and or the inability or unwillingness to do the work, to expand, to clear, and to purify. Okay. The tears in the field happen due to some sort of explosive event within the energy system of the individual. Okay, it could be over time, it could weaken and just become thin and tear, or holes could be poked in it, or it could be an explosive event. So either of the two. Explosive events could be extreme anger, extreme emotional distress, some sort of trauma, conflict externally, internally. Those types of things could create a rapid tear in the field. The block in the 7th level of the field is showing that there's a distortion in the connection to source, or to all that is, to the divine presence within this individual and this being. What was coming through today is there was some sort of experience which could have been caused through a psychedelic or a plant medicine ceremony that created a tear in the field, and then created a block or an attachment in the 7th level of the field. Okay, and what they wanted me to talk about today is this being felt really, really stuck, so they moved into a plant medicine ceremony to grasp something that they needed to experience to help them to clear this trauma or wounding. But what's actually going on is they just need to step into more abundance mindset, courage, and the ability to see and perceive themselves with more clarity. So there's some fear around the true nature of reality, expanding into the higher dimensional realities, and confronting and facing traumas and blocks. So what happened is that during the ceremony, a spirit attachment and a tear happened in the field, okay, compounding the trauma that they were already trying to move out of. So what this person would need to focus on is taking a more slow, steady path to the healing process, really diving into what's causing this fear and confronting it and beginning to transmute it in the field in a slow, steady way. So what happened is they were looking for a fast path to healing and enlightenment. And that happens a lot with psychedelics. They have these really expansive experiences in that moment, but then they come back into reality and there's still all these issues here. Sometimes they're compounded, okay? So I hope this is making sense. So what we'd want to do with this person's field is heal the tear in the field first, harmonize the block in the 7th level of the field. If it is a spirit attachment, we'd need to clear the attachment and dissolve all the cords, and then begin the process of opening the higher gateways, the lower gateways, and grounding, okay? So the individual will need to look at what they're afraid of confronting, and that will come through the healing process as well. So as the chakras begin to open and expand, and more is opened, then you can tune into the multidimensional landscape organically without this forced entry. So if you use psychedelics or plant medicine in a irresponsible way, or with guides that don't know what they're doing, or are have a lot of issues within their energy field, aren't holding these spiritual frequencies, you can access other dimensions through creating rips and tears and holes in the field, instead of through the gateway system, which would be a controlled process, okay? This creates distortions, energy disruptions, energy entity attachments, etc. through the field. So I'm not trying to create fear around that, more so just awareness. Shamanic guides and people that do plant medicine and are in high integrity should be aware of this as well. So just finding a good guide would be helpful. So this person either didn't have a good guide or was just trying to avoid dealing with certain things, and so was looking to fast track their healing. So the recommended sessions would be celestial purification and Metatron's cube. We could also work with the any of the golden light meditations to help seal the Catheric template, the violet flame to purify the field. There is also the energy attachment with Archangel Michael. So clearing energy attachments with Archangel Michael. So if you feel you have an energy attachment, you can do that meditation as well. And that will bring in Archangel Metatron and Sananda, and they will clear that attachment. So just something to be aware of. There is no fast tracking this. There is no bypassing or skipping steps. It's a slow, steady process through the purification, raising your frequency. And like I said at the beginning, this person is very evolved, advanced at a spiritual level, but there's still a lot of work to be done on the energy field to be able to reach those levels of consciousness and embody them, okay? I hope that was helpful, and we will see you next week.